everyone, my name is Lowko, and today I got another game of StarCraft II for you. This time it's going to be none other than a Zerg vs Zerg between EGIdrA spawning as the blue Zerg in the top right corner of Daybreak, and its opponent for this game is going to be none other than Team LiquidSheth, of course spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left corner. But before we actually start talking about the game, I just want to mention that it's incredibly hot here today. I don't really know why, it's like 30 degrees Celsius all of a sudden, and yesterday it was like 8. I don't really know how or why I'm inside casting this game for you, but oh well, let's hope it's going to be a good Zerg vs Zerg game. It's going to be really hot for me, so excuse me if I do not have as much energy as I do normally have. It's going to be a sweating cast between two of the most popular Zerg players in the entire world. Both players of course being two of the best Zerg players in the entire scene, at least in the North American scene I would say. And yeah, both players actually having a lot of respect for each other. Kind of both players playing for a rivalry. It's kind of a rivalry between both teams actually. It's going to be Evil Geniuses of course versus Team Liquid. It's kind of the good guys versus the bad guys, of course. EGIdrA I'm going to be a little bit the bad-mannered guy, whereas LiquidSheth is well known for being one of the most mannered guys in the entire scene. And it looks like LiquidSheth already at the early part of the game opting to send a drone down to his natural, looking for an early hatchery, whereas EGIdrA actually doing the exact same thing right here. So it looks like both players are going to open up with an early hatchery. Of course that doesn't really mean much, it's a really big map actually. If you would have gone for an early pool, let's just go from ramp to ramp. This is the ramp of EGIdrA, and let's actually check out the way that the Zerglings would have to run all the way across the map to actually get to their opponent's base. And bam! Now we are at the opponent's base right now, and it would just take so long to actually get there. So oftentimes on this map we see a hatchery first, just because it's relatively safe. Of course, followed up by a spawning pool, a spawning pool, as well as a gas, guys. So, looked like EGIdrA is doing pretty much the same thing, just a gas a little tiny bit later than LiquidSheth. That is actually going to make a little bit of a difference if EGIdrA somehow decides to get aggressive at like 6 Zerglings. And LiquidSheth's Zergling speed upgrade finishes a little bit early. It can actually pick off those Zerglings relatively easily, but I don't think EGIdrA will make any kind of that mistake. And it looks like the hatchery is about to be finished. EGIdrA is going to transfer about 4 drones to his natural, while his spawning pool finishes. Most likely going to go for a double queen as soon as he can. So yeah, both queens already going down in his natural as well as in his main. And I wonder actually if he's going to go ahead and get all the gas going on the extractor, or if he's just going to mine about 100 and then pull all his drones out of gas, just going for the speed upgrade. So what we actually see on the other side of the map, well, it looks like LiquidSheth already mined 100 gas right now, and it looks like he is going to continue making a lot of drones. And actually, oh my god, we see an evolution chamber going down at this point in time. Whoa, okay, so what happened is that he didn't actually get the spawning pool speed upgrade for his Zerglings. He actually just skipped it. He got both queens up, and at 100 gas he actually decided to go for an evolution chamber instead of a Zergling speed upgrade. So I'm really interested what he's going to do with that. Of course, the big thing with the +1 armor attack, yeah, he's actually going for the +1 armor as I already thought he would. The big thing is that you will actually need 2 banelings for each Zergling if your opponent decides to be aggressive. But it looks like, ooh, nice block right there by LiquidSheth, not allowing those Zerglings to get into the main. I wonder if he's still going to be able to. No, he actually is not able to, where LiquidSheth also get a spike roller down. So, let me go back to the point that I was trying to make. Normally, oh, it looks like actually LiquidSheth or EGIdrA is going to scout it, but normally in Zerg vs Zerg you need 1 baneling for like a whole group of Zerglings. So EGIdrA could make like 2 banelings and then go ahead and blow up like 20 Zerglings of LiquidSheth, but once they have the +1 armor attack upgrade, it actually takes 2 banelings to kill a Zergling, which is huge, because normally, you know, you get 1 big splash off and then you get kinda lucky, and in this case you need to get lucky twice. So it looks like he's opening up with the +1 armor attack, then going for the baneling nest, then going for the Zergling speed upgrade, still leaving the drones in gas. And I actually kinda like this style. I actually have never seen this before myself. Maybe because I haven't been paying close attention to the Zerg vs Zerg matchup, but it's really interesting. Because EGIdrA, it looks like he is going to know what's going on. He scouted the evolution chamber, he is actually going to go ahead and get the +1 +1 armor or the +1 range attack for the roaches going, as well as the roach worm right now, as well as the lair upgrade. So most likely going to opt for a relatively quick road speed upgrade. Neither player actually going for the expansion just yet. It looks like LiquidSheth is actually scouting for the third base right now, but he's seeing nothing's going up. There's actually a spine crawler going up, but right now the only thing that LiquidSheth was going for is seeing those two gases, and he actually manages to see both gases, so that's a really good thing. I guess both players have a relatively good image of what their opponent is going to be doing right now, but of course it's going to be interesting. What is LiquidSheth going to do? Is he going to get the +1 armor upgrade or the +1 attack upgrade for the zerglings? Is he going to go for mutalisk? Is he going to go for roaches? Or is he going to go for like infestor play? Actually, it's a really curious play by LiquidSheth. I really kind of like this. But it looks like EGIdrA is having two zerglings in the main of LiquidSheth. Of course, he probably already, he also scouted this third base from going up, as well as seeing everything that's going on right now. And the lair is finished right now. And what is he going to be doing? Is he going to put down a... oh, it looks like he's going to go for a Spire. So really cool play right there, because he's having 4 gases up, meaning that he can get a lot of stuff up relatively early on. Whereas whereas EGIdrA is actually opting to go for the speed roaches with the +1 attack, and he's already having a lot of roaches up right now, only just now going for the third base. So his third base will be a little bit later, but right now it looks like LiquidSheth is going to get a little bit aggressive with all those zerglings, most likely just going to show them so that he can threaten with a counter attack, making EGIdrA staying in his base. But of course, there we go, actually he's going to be able to run up this ramp into the main, but there's 2 banelings waiting up the ramp. Oh my god, ooh! Both banelings actually blowing up at once, which is really bad, because he could have actually taken out all those zerglings, but it looks like LiquidSheth does not have enough to actually do this yet. There's going to be plenty stuff to hold this, and you know, there's a few more zerglings going to be able to run into the main. I don't think they will do too much damage. They might be able to pick off a drone or 2 or 3, but I don't really think it do too much. However, the Spire is already about to be finished for LiquidSheth. Is he going to make a bunch of mutalisk in it once? And it does look like it. He actually has gas for about 10, 11 mutalisk at once, and there we see 10 mutalisk going down on the production tab, as well as spine crawlers at the natural. So this is definitely going to be an all-in for LiquidSheth, because, well, he doesn't have the third base. Well, he does have it up, but he's most likely going to use it. But EGIdrA is pushing into the natural right now. He actually doesn't have the spine crawlers finished just yet, and they are about to be finished. But is it going to be enough? Will EGIdrA be able to actually push into the natural right here? But it looks like all the mutalisk are already popped, as well as the spine crawlers are about to finish right now, and there's so many roaches moving into the natural of LiquidSheth, and it looks like he's going to be able to push up so much stuff right here. He's actually spinning up his forces a little bit, trying to distract all those mutalisks, but it looks like he's going to be able to move into the main of EG's or of LiquidSheth, and he's going to snipe down this Spire right away. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, actually, we see the infestation pit already being finished for EGIdrA, so he's most likely going to go into the infestors right away, which will be the counter to all those mutalisk. And right now, EGIdrA is being so damn far ahead. He's actually having this third base up. Of course, LiquidSheth has it up as well, but man, how far is LiquidSheth ahead right now? If you look at the units lost step, it looks like EGIdrA managed to kill 26 drones in this point in time. And is he going to be able to get this third base as well? It's going to be really, really close. 19 health, 1 health, yes! And he actually gets the third base down as well. Of LiquidSheth, so LiquidSheth is being far, far behind right now. If you take a look at the income tab, LiquidSheth is only having 29 harvests, whereas EGIdrA has 57, so that's actually a huge, huge difference. The infestors are already on their way, 5 infestors moving on the production tab right now, while the mutalisk are moving across the map at this point in time. Of course, there's going to be a sport crawler or 2 at this main, but once those mutalisk or once those infestors come out, actually they will be spawning right here, right now. Can he actually get a fungal off right now? Will he get the fungal off? Yes, he actually gets the fungal off right here, and that's pretty huge. He has a bunch more infestors somewhere on the map, but will he have enough fungals to actually catch the entire mutalisk count? He actually does not look like it. He's losing a bunch of drones right here. Actually not getting any mutalisk kills just yet. Maybe a bunch because he got some of those spore crawlers, but right now it looks like another queen is out as well as a spore crawler, and they will be enough to clean up all this stuff. But at what cost? It looks like though EGIdrA is in a firm position to take this game at this point in time. However, we see more and more drones on the production tab for LiquidSheth. LiquidSheth is trying to claw back into this game. He's not going to quit just yet. He's actually going to get his own infestation pit up at this point in time. And it looks like he's going to try his best to stay in this game. But at this point in time, EGIDrA is pretty far ahead, almost doubling him in supply. He's actually even using transfusion on the spore crawler. You don't actually see that often. But of course he has a bunch of infestors left, and all energy is basically free. Of course it costs you energy, but as long as you do not lose any infestors, it's just energy. It will recharge. You do not use any, or you do not lose any units. So as long as he's doing properly, he will do really good. Of course, right now we also see the +1 armor attack right now by EGIDrA. He might be pairing this +1 armor attack up with a timing push right now as soon as this push or this upgrade finishes. But it looks like he's just going to mess up more and more infestors, trying to get as many roaches up as well as he can. And yeah, I imagine him going to saturate this base relatively quickly, then going ahead for a big push. Big push, but looks like LiquidSheth is trying to crawl back into this game, and the more time he gets, the easier it will be. Of course, both players are going to near max in a few minutes, well, most likely about 8-ish minutes, but it looks like EGIDrA is not going to give LiquidSheth a chance. However, we see a little bit of a counter-attack. No, he actually does not go for a counter-attack. Well, he does go for a counter-attack. Little bit of an indecisive play right there by LiquidSheth. And is EGIDrA going to follow it? Yes, he actually will be following it, and he can actually go for a little bit of a sandwich right there, and it looks like he's going to catch those roaches off guard right now. Sadly, he doesn't have the infestors right there to put a big fungal on all those roaches, but if he actually gets the fungal off on all those roaches, they will be locked in place and not be able to move at all. So it looks like EGIDrA going to go for a fourth base right now, trying to actually attack at 2 fronts right now, and he's also going to push into the third right here. However, we see a nice push right now by LiquidSheth, going to actually attack this this fourth base, and he might as well run into the fourth base or the third base right here by EGIDrA. But it looks like EGIDrA is going to be able to just push into this base right here, taking down the third right away, having a bunch of infestors right here. Of course, LiquidSheth having his own infestors out right now as well, but it looks like this is going to be a relatively easy cleanup for EGIDrA, having a much bigger army, almost still doubling him in supply, about 90 or 80 supply ahead at this point in time. And of course, he's also pretty much 2 bases ahead at this point. He's doing really well. I gotta say, I'm impressed with EGIDrA. He's doing incredibly well, I gotta say. He's actually also getting spine crawlers in the mineral line of his third base, just in case of the counterattack. And you know, those spine crawlers will just be used to actually get any kind of zergling counterattack dealt with as soon as the zerglings show up right there. But it looks like LiquidSheth will not have any chance to get any more zerglings across the map right now. It's going to be so hard for him to claw back into this game. He's actually going to double expand. Nice choice right there by LiquidSheth, getting his third and fourth base up at the exact same time. But it looks like EGIDrA is looking to get aggressive, going to knock down the middle rocks right here, which will make the reinforcement path so much quicker. But it looks like it's not going to be easy for LiquidSheth to crawl back into this game. Actually wonder, EGIDrA is maxed in supply right now. He's going to start up a really nice bank, already having 1100 minerals in the bank as well as 700 gas. So he will be able to actually lose this army and reinforce with quite a lot of roaches. But of course it's going to be interesting what he is going to choose right now. It looks like he's actually going to try and catch all those roaches if he can. But it looks like, oh, nice burrow right there. That's not going to be scouted, but at what cost? He's already losing the fourth base once again. Is he going to lose this third base? I don't think EGIDrA will allow this third base from going up. Is there actually an overseer with this army? Will he be able to spot this? It's actually an overseer right here. Does he scout it? No, he actually can't see all those burrowed roaches right there. But I actually wonder what LiquidSheth is going to do with them. He's most likely going to counterattack with them, while EGIDrA is busy at the third base right now. Infestors are into place, so nice fungals could be going down right here. If he actually managed to land some nice fungals right, those are actually really nice fungals, but he can't chain fungal them, sadly enough. EGIDrA is not going to allow it. He's just going to take down his third base and actually move back. But we see a counterattack right now by LiquidSheth. He might be able to actually take down this base right now. A few spine crawlers will be here to place and actually try and deflect this counter, but it looks like 3 spine crawlers is not going to be enough to actually take down all those roaches. But at what cost? EGIDrA is going to move back after sniping the third base of LiquidSheth. course, he is going to be able to take down this fort base, but man, is it going to be worth basically giving up his entire army for that kind of a base? I do not think it was, because, well, what did EGIdrA basically lose? Nothing, because, well, this is going to be so hard for LiquidSheth to come back from. However, he did somehow manage to get back in supply a little bit. It's actually a max supply versus 150 right now. But of course, those bases are going to be mined out relatively soon. We see a big attack with infested terrans in the main of LiquidSheth. He apparently managed to get some burrowed units in there. Right now, the infestors that are burrowed are moving into the natural right now. The overseer is trying to desperately being morphed in, but the main building of LiquidSheth is being killed off right there. So solid play, right? EGIdrA trying to manipulate pretty much every position that LiquidSheth is being able to get pushed into. He saw that there's no detection for LiquidSheth, and he saw that he had a chance to actually get into the main right now, but it looks like he's going to move up this ramp. I do not know if I like this choice actually, but he has a bigger army. He has a lot of fungals actually though, so he can actually change fungal this big army right there. But oh my god, there's actually so many roaches right now all of a sudden for LiquidSheth. So is he able to actually move back into this game? He actually managed to kill off a big chunk of the army right now, and it looks like this third base will be able to go up once again, but it looks like the fourth base is being up for EGIdrA, as well as the fifth base being in production at this point in time, about 20-ish% done. So we see the infestors that actually managed to kill off the main base, almost being able to actually kill off the third base, and did a lot of damage in the natural as well. They're just easily moving back home. Will they be able to actually get back home? It's going to be a close one, but it looks like the army is there to back them up. He might be losing one infestor, but man, is that going to be enough? However, we see a nice composition right now for LiquidSheth. This is going to be the one chest that he will have, because, well, there's no coming back after this fight. When he loses this entire army, it's going to be so much harder for him to come back, and he GG's out. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this Zerg vs Zerg. Please hit me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, as well as a comment section, or as well as a comment in the section below, and I'll see you again. Bye!